Comments.
There we are. We're live
On a Tuesday.
Coming up
On a Tuesday.
Yeah, we just totally skipped out on July 4th, the week of July 4th, which is fine, or after July 4th, whatever.
We were just so burnt out on those adult beverages and fireworks that we just couldn't do it.
Just couldn't do it. Everybody's got to have a little vacay.
Well, our thing was like we had friends come up for the weekend from Georgia to visit. Yep. Hopefully they didn't bring the Rona. So far, so good. So,
dude, we are breaking records, buddy.
Trying to put it in there. Look, I was scared. Not gonna lie.
Did y'all sit around in masks and socially distance?
We did not, man. But we had a great time.
You look like you had a good time. I saw the pictures.
You know, who else is going to set up cornhole on the top floor of an apartment, get you a cooler full of drinky drinks, some good music, and piss off all your neighbors? But this guy.
That's right. Hey, listen, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
That's right. Yeah. I've got to be that guy. I got to be the neighbor that's going to make everyone angry. Actually, no, man, I got to say, like, all of our neighbors here on our floor, there's an older lady that lives next to us, is really cool, always speaks to us, really nice. There's what we suspect a young gay couple. Nothing wrong with gay people, don't at me. I'm just calling it like it is. I think they're kind of closet buddies.
And here you are, you're just outing them out on the fucking podcast.
Look, it is what it is. If you want to tune in, like you want to hash it out, whatever, guy. And then of course, Marjorie and Jamal. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we man, I'm gonna tell you right now, they throw down on fireworks for the 4th around here. This apartment complex must have spent every bit of $5,000, probably more, on fireworks. It was literally like, if you think, the fireworks they do at the Mall of Georgia, right? Mm-hmm. Where we used to like park in the parking lot, the big boys.
Yeah.
They were doing them at both ends of our parking lot. Of this, the parking lot's not that big. Like the whole, unit, and everything, it's not that big.
Yeah.
So you got fireworks like right on top of you. So
that's why it was in our cul-de-sac too. Yeah.
It was awesome. The kids had a blast. We kind of threw them some sidewalk chalk and some toys, and we set up cornhole like right in front of our building, right there on the sidewalk. And everybody was just out with the kids, playing around and everything. So it was really, really cool. But it was so crazy because Brittany left to go to the store, and as she was coming, it's really hilly.
Right.
Hilly, that's not even a word. There's a lot of hills where we are.
I think hilly is a word.
I don't think hilly is a
word. That's those shoes with the wheels in them, right?
Heelys. That's right. Some of them Heelys. But yeah, she said I was coming over like one of the hills back towards the house, and she said, dude, there's fireworks everywhere. Like anywhere you can think of around us. All surrounding people were popping off fireworks. And of course, probably some people set some stuff on fire because just as soon as they started, you heard the fire truck start rolling down Route 1.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Hauling ass. I was like, yeah, someone probably caught their face on fire. But yeah, it was a good time.
We had the cul-de-sac, and we all got together and stuff. And then somebody else in the neighborhood and on a whole different cul-de-sac, they were having like their 50th anniversary. I mean, not 50th anniversary, 50th birthday party too. So they had like just went all out on fireworks, man. I mean, it was like nonstop, huge fireworks for like 2 hours. And so there were some people that were at the cul-de-sac party too. They were like, man, fuck this. So they went and immediately left and went to the fireworks store and come back, and they had dropped, I don't know how much money, man, but they come back and had like these stacks of mortars and with tubes and shit. And so one of my neighbors went and got his butane torch, so it made it easier to light shit. So,
oh God.
So they literally were just lining up these fucking mortars and just running by him with the fucking torch, lighting dude, And then they brought lighters out. They were lighting them like 6, 8 at the time. And it was just like blue, blue, blue. And dude, the fucking ash would just rain down because I mean, it just only goes up pretty, right there above you.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, but it was fun. We had a really good time.
Yeah, it was crazy because while they were here, of course we had late nights and everything. And one night I was just tired, so like midnight I tapped out. I was like, I'm going to bed. Them fools stayed up till 5 a.m.
I think I saw somebody post that somewhere.
Yeah, like the sun was coming up, and they're like, "Oh,
man,
I was like,
like that.
Nah, I don't have enough
of that shit, man.
I can't do that. I just can't stay up that long. B, I don't have enough stuff to talk to carry me through to 5 a.m.
Motherfucker, I'm not. Listen, I am not like. I don't do all night skates anymore, buddy. I don't do the fucking lock in where you fucking stay from 7 to 7. I don't do that shit. We ain't at the skate rink.
Man, that takes you back right there. Or Olympia Skate Center.
All night skate.
And then, of course, the next day, like I'm up, I'm ready to go, and everybody's like, "Oh, I need a nap." I'm like, "No, no."
Hey, my thoughts stayed up all that time.
No, wake your punk ass up. If you guys come up to visit, I have to take you to the restaurant. We took them out to Bahama Breeze. Dude, it was so
Bahama
good.
Breeze here.
You guys got? That's right. There's one
to get at, yeah. Well, you know where we ate because you threw it in my head. We went to Cheesecake Factory.
Man, here, Cheesecake Factory pissed your boy off. There was no crowd. I walked in and she goes, "It's an hour and a half wait for a table," and I was like, "There's 2 empty tables right there. You can literally push them together." We can't move those tables, sir. And then they got on to me because I walked in. No one in there, barely anyone had a mask on. I walk in. The guy's like, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put on your mask and walk back in." I said, "Look, bud, I just need to know the time on the table. I'm literally not going to walk all the way back across this parking lot to put on a mask, come back in here. I just need to know how long the wait is." Like, I straight up told him. I was like, "No." Yeah, they told us that, and I looked across the parking lot, and I looked at Brittany. I was like, "Let's just go to Bahama Breeze." She's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "I don't know, but everybody at work tells me it's pretty good."
It's pretty good.
So we went there, and of course, we wanted to have some adult drinks.
Yeah.
And the bartender was on point. Let's put it that way. That tab came, and
that's always the worst part. Yeah.
Well, here's my thing. I had already figured I was going to spend probably $200 with everybody in our party. That was a given. You know what I mean? But I didn't mind because we really hadn't treated them to anything when they got up there. And I was like, it was like pretty much the last night there. I was like, let's go out. Let's do it. So
you should see some of those Disney dinners we've paid for with friends. That's
rough in the street.
It depends on where you go. I can't remember. We paid for some. I can't remember. I think we paid one night where we went to California Grill, and it was pretty. It was pretty pricey, but the food is phenomenal. But again, you know me, man. I don't mind paying.
Here's my thing, man, and we can both agree on this. It's you can't take it with you when you're gone.
Oh yeah,
there ain't no sense in it is what it is. My thing is, before I do anything, before I splurge on anything, before I hit the town, I pay them bills, son.
Yep.
It's one thing I ain't got to worry about.
Yep.
Pay them bills, and I'll put money to the side for going out or having fun or whatever. But yeah,
pay myself first, and then.
That's right.
It's crazy, man. I'm just kind of looking at all the shit that's going on, dude. It is. I mean, it's fucking. We're gonna have a second wave, man. It's worse now than it was when they started shutting shit down. I can't believe they still have.
Well, you guys are back in phase 1 now, right? That's what I heard.
I don't know what we're in. I mean, that shit goes back and forth, and then the mayors are setting up things, and the governor is saying you can't do that, and all this other kind. I don't even get in the middle of all that shit, dude. Listen, I mean, there's places we go in, like our local Publix. Both of them are pretty pretty sanitizing, I guess is a word, pretty safe.
Hills and sanitizing.
Hills and sanitizing. No, I mean they're on point, dude. They are like, they sanitize every cart that comes in and give you a clean cart, and there's hand sanitizer throughout the store, and there's people that are wiping. Like, dude, they have somebody literally goes down and they're wiping down the fucking handles and all the freezers and all of that shit. Somebody goes by and wipes down all the buttons on all the registers for the credit card machine. So, like we're going places like that. I most of the time I don't wear a mask, or I do sometimes don't. It just really depends on, like, if I'm just running in there to grab something, a few things, and come out, I don't. But if we're going to be in there like full-fledged grocery shopping, most of the time we'll put a mask on. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, we go to Walmart, I don't even want to go in that fucking place without a hazmat suit.
We finally braved Walmart, and to our surprise, the Walmart here is actually like following guideline pretty.
Oh my
well.
God, dude! This here, it is fucking. It's just, first of all, I hate Walmart. Beginning, I mean, that's a whole nother. We could do a whole fucking podcast on why I hate Walmart, but I hate Walmart, right? And then, like, it's super crowded, and then when you get super crowded, even before Corona, I start to get fucking just really antsy and fucking like, there's too many goddamn people in this row and aisle and shit, and it's crazy to me that Walmart now is more crowded than it would have ever been before Corona. And I go, what the fuck are you guys like? I don't know. It's like 2:00 on a fucking Tuesday. What are you guys doing? like what the? Nobody has anything to do except for be at
Walmart. I think the problem with the one here is it's just so convenient. Like, it's literally right in the middle of everything.
And I get that.
And people are like, I don't want to go to Walmart get something, then I have to go to the grocery store. So they're like, I'm just going to do all my shopping in one spot.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, Walmart's always one of two extremes. It's either the worst of the worst, or it's the best of the best. So, like, I've been in Walmarts. Like, there's some Walmarts where when we go down to Florida, that are, I mean, they're fucking nice. Like, I mean, they're super nice, and they're in a super nice neighborhood, and they don't, and then you go to some Walmarts, dude, where if somebody was pissing on the floor in an aisle, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you just go, what the fuck is this, man? It's so weird, the range and spectrum of what Walmart is. But we go there sometimes because there's just certain things that they have
that you can't find anywhere else.
You can't find anywhere else, right? And so, like, if you're talking, because like Keaton loves to try new cereals and shit. And most of the time, if there's a new cereal out, Walmart's gonna be the first place to have it. Or sometimes it's Walmart's the only place to find it. And so I know for the longest time, Walmart was the only place you could get Rice Krispie Treat cereal. I don't even think they make it anymore at all now, but for the longest time, that was the only place you can get it. Well, then Target started carrying it, so we would get it at Target. And then Oreos come back, and the only place you get Oreos was fucking Walmart. And then it was just like, fuck, man. Every time I turn around, I got to go to Walmart for some.
Look, you tell Keaton he's eating Cheerios, and he better deal with it. And Daddy don't care.
That wasn't Keaton. That was Emerson. Emerson loves those Oreos. And he won't even eat them with milk. He'll put them in a fucking snack bag and eat them.
That's how the kids are. They just snack on cereal all day. I think the biggest thing for me, like when we went to Walmart, is, of course, they got you directive on an aisle. You know what I mean?
And nobody follows the fucking directions.
Nobody. No. So you got someone walking towards you. Obviously,
fucking hazmat suit.
And it's like, come on, man. It's like, I know you look down at the floor.
They don't give a fuck, dude.
No.
They don't give a fuck.
And here, like, there's so many people.
That's the same motherfucker that'll point to you and go, "Where's your mask? How come you're not wearing a mask?" Yeah. Just don't fucking call me out. Yeah, and that's one thing I will say about Publix is, even they're super clean and there's a lot of people that wear masks. It's the same thing there. There are people that just, they don't give a fuck about those arrows and which way they're supposed to go down the aisle. And I mean, like, we'll go down every single aisle simply because to get to the aisle we want to go down, you have to go down the other aisle to come down the other aisle, right? So, I mean, I'll even go down the aisle that I'm not even getting anything on because I know the next aisle I have to go the opposite way and I have to go down that aisle. Because I don't want to be that guy, But what kills me is if you're going to go through all the shit of putting on a fucking face mask and wiping your hands down and your cart down on it, why wouldn't you just go the extra step and go the way they want you to fucking go? You know, like I don't like you just kind of half-ass do it. I don't get it, man. I just don't.
I'm just ready for all this to be over with, to be honest.
Dude, it's not.
This is going to carry.
Disney fucking open. Listen, Tiffany and Michael are in Disney right now. I love them to death, and I'm so jealous that they're there. But the brutal reality is, I don't think I would go. And I mean, I have nothing against them for going. I mean, you know, and I say that I wouldn't go if they were like, hey, come on.
You would go. Don't lie.
I probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest, that's probably the safest goddamn place in Florida. If I'm being honest,
I don't know, man. First of all, Florida is just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I
don't know, man.
Well,
that's going to be a no for me.
Here's the other thing. I mean, it's super limited capacity. Like there's nobody in the parks, right? And so to be in the parks that with that small a crowd and be able to just sort of walk on every ride, and it'd be cool. It'd be kind of cool to experience that. They're super sanitizing everything. They have fucking plexiglass barriers everywhere. They can have plexiglass barriers. They have everybody socially distanced in the line and all. So it's super safe. My thing is that there's just certain places going to Disney as much as we do. I just know that there's certain places and certain things. There's no way you're going to be able to socially distance those people. You just can't. In those stores and shit, like you can't make people be 6 feet apart, man. They're just you can't. You know, so you just have to rely on people wearing their masks. And from what I've seen, people have really been really good about wearing their masks and shit. The other thing for me is it's fucking 100 degrees down there. I have no desire to go down there and fucking put on a mask and breathe like Darth Vader in 100-degree fucking Orlando humidity. I just don't.
Nah.
I just don't. I don't have.
Look, I'm just gonna stay at home, watch some Disney Plus.
Right. And I can watch live streams, and that's what I did. The first day they opened, I watched somebody live stream the entire day they were there. Right here, just popped it up on my other screen, just played it in the background and watched it, and you know, kind of saw it. It was kind of cool, you know, and you know, Tiffany and Michael have sent us pictures and stuff like that. I'll just live vicariously through other people. I don't have to be there right now. In fact, I don't even think we're going to go in December, man. I mean, they're fucking breaking records, dude, where they've had more cases in one day than they did the entire time when they shut down. It's fucking insane.
Well, the thing is, man, they should have never opened the beaches.
Yeah, I mean, they opened the bars.
That's pretty much where the whole firestorm came from. Like, you don't do that in the middle of all this going on. Say, hey, we're just going to open the beaches. Everybody come. They did that at Virginia Beach, and actually, you know, we still haven't planned that beach trip just for the simple fact that there for a little bit, like crime was really bad in one area, like right there on the main strip. Like at night, people were getting shot, and this lady got, I guess, robbed. And I was like, nah, because I'm telling you right now, if we go down there, I at least want to go with a pistol right now. All my stuff's in Georgia.
But here's the other thing that people that I think sometimes people forget, and this is absolute fact. You can look it up. If Florida was an independent nation, they'd have the 17th largest GDP in the entire world, right? So when you start looking at that, agriculture, Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld's in there somewhere too, maybe Busch Gardens, but I can guarantee you that agriculture and Disney and Universal are the three main drivers of that huge economy, right? I mean, I think their economy themselves are is like over $1 trillion in just one state. So, right. So it's not as easy as going shut that shit down and send those people home. And I get that there are people like, well, people are putting profits before people's lives. Blah, blah. Listen, ain't nobody forcing anybody to go down to Disney World, right? Those motherfuckers know what the numbers are and for COVID, right? Nobody's forcing them to be there. And it's the same thing with the cast members. People are like, I can't believe they're forcing them to work. Ain't nobody forcing those cast members to work.
No, they were clearly given the option, as
there's
with a lot
1,000
of
places to work down there.
Like, look here. And they probably told us, like, if you're not feeling safe to come back to work, then stay at home.
And it's funny because you read cast member polls, and I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some outliers that go, "Oh, I mean, I'd rather not be working, and it's so unsafe." Right? But the majority of those cast members were happy to be back in the happiest place on earth, and we're happy to go to work and be earning a paycheck, and because I mean, there's people that work there, they love being there, they want to be there. So
what are you thinking about the 2021 family trip though?
I mean, I think we'll probably still go. It'll be different. Hopefully by then, most of this shit will be done, and it won't be. Listen, and here's what because somebody, it's really cool that you asked me this, because somebody was asking me this the other day, and I forget, somebody at work, I can't remember who it was, but they had a plan. They had plans to go, and they canceled them, and they said, do you think we did the right decision? And then I said, my thing is, look, if you live close and you go all the time and stuff, you want to go and take the trip, or even if, you've been a bunch of times and you've had those magical experiences and stuff like that, but you want to go and you just want to see it now, sure, go. If it's the first time, or it's your once a year trip and you're used to it being a certain way that you go every year, I wouldn't go at all. There's no parade. I mean, they're sort of kind of parades, but there's no normal parades like they have. There's no fireworks. A lot of the restaurants are closed. The rides aren't going to be the same because
I'm going to need those tickets to be cheaper then.
So
okay, I'm going to need that discount. I ain't paying full price. I can't get no fireworks. Can't get no parade. Now the hell with that.
Well, I mean, by then, most of that stuff will either be in a safer way where they don't have 3,000 people standing in front of the fucking castle all bunched in together. But again, like I said, I mean, if it's your once a year trip and you're expecting a certain level of Disney magic, or it's the first time you're ever going ever, no, do not go. There's no reason for you to go, because you're going to be sorely disappointed. Because it's not, I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. So like when you ride Haunted Mansion, there's a whole scene where you go in and, they do this thing where it looks like the room's stretching, and they have a thing where you look up and it looks like a man's hanging from the ceiling. It's all really, really cool, and it's dark and everybody's crowded in this place. And now, because of social distancing, you don't even get that part of the ride. They just sort of rule you around this room and put you right onto the ride. And it sort of just takes away from the whole experience of the ride. I mean, is the ride still fun, and the main part of the ride you get to do? Sure. But it's not the same. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. And then, they're retheming Splash Mountain, because Splash Mountain's themed after the Song of the South. So, with all the shit going on, I mean, they say they've been playing it for years. It's just mighty funny that all of a sudden now they're
now you're going to change it when everything's popped
now you're going to change it. And listen, if people are, here's my thing. I'm kind of torn about it, because here's my thing. I mean, for me, the ride itself, I get that the movie that it's based on, sure, some people might have some issues with it or whatever. Fine. But my thing is the ride has no references really, other than some characters that are in a song of the movie. It's not like it's a racist ride, you know what I mean? It's not like they're burning crosses in the fucking background of the ride, or it's not. And so I don't know. I mean, I don't really care that they're changing the ride. I don't, it is what it is. I don't know how the theme that they're going with Princess and the Frog. I don't know how it's going to theme. That theme's going to fit into the time period of where it's at, because it's sort of like the Old West. It's in what's called Frontierland. So it's like the Old West, and the Princess and the Frog is New Orleans. So I don't know how that's really going to fit into whatever.
I don't know. Maybe they had some cowboys in New Orleans.
Listen, Disney will figure it out. I have no doubt.
They're going to turn them into John Marston. He's going to be going to Saint Denis.
There you go.
Is that what's going on?
Saint Denis, yeah. But listen, I don't ride Splash Mountain a lot because I'm so tall, and the boats in my knees just don't get. My legs are so long they don't get. I kind of have to sit sideways in the ride. But I like Splash Mountain. I love the song.
All right, enough about Disney. Now you're making me want to go on a Disney trip.
Let's go. We'll go this weekend. Fire it up, baby.
Nah, I'm good.
Get that Rona.
No Rona for me. Think I'll pass on the Rona. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, the whole world's burning down. I wouldn't even say the whole world. The whole U.S. is burning down. It seems like other countries, if you believe the numbers, are handling it much better than we are. But I mean, and there's something we said. Are the numbers right? Are the numbers correct? I mean, every day that comes out, there's some other kind of weird, shitty data shit that you're just like, I don't know if these numbers are true or not.
and then they open stuff only to close it again. Oh well, I think we rushed this. We're gonna tighten that back up.
Yeah. But I mean, there's been a ton of stories I've seen that's really weird, where like people went to go get tested, and then it was taking forever, so they decided not to get tested, but they made them fill out the paperwork, and then they just waited and they never got called to be tested, and so they're like, fuck this, I got shit to do, I ain't got time to wait. And next thing you know, they get emails and phone calls going, yeah, you're positive, and they go, how the fuck am I positive? I didn't even get tested. So it's so weird, man, and I just I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not one of those tinfoil hat guys that go, it's a whole conspiracy and hoax and all that kind of stuff. I mean, because obviously people are getting sick, people are dying or whatever. But then you hear certain ER doctors that go, yeah, I mean, it's true that our hospital beds our hospital ER rooms are getting full and ICU beds are getting full now. But that even happens during the flu season, and we don't put it all over the news and fucking like we still have, like during the flu season, we still have to redirect to other hospitals because we don't have, and like to see the way that they're categorizing on the news is sort of just disingenuous because it happens more than just Corona, but they're making it out like it's this kind. And I'm sure in some places it may be that way. Like the Rio Grande Valley, I think is really fucking really fucked up. I think like they're running out of fucking space in hospital, period, not just ICU. But yeah, I mean, it's scary, and it's not so much the people not wearing a mask. It's just people, you can't lock people down forever, man. People are going to get out and mingle with each other and it's going to happen,
well, it's a media jackpot right now.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, media is just hook, line, and sinker, anything and everything,
right,
based around.
Yep. And half of that shit is not. Half of that shit they're talking about is fucking bullshit. It's not. It's nowhere near the what they make it out to be. I'm not saying it's all lies. Some of it is based in truth. But yeah, I mean, you see.
I'd say a good 75% of what people are following is probably.
Oh yeah, it's probably bullshit. Yeah,
probably BS.
And I'd say that about every news. Listen, fucking Trump stands there and calls other people fucking trash news and fucking fake news. It's all fucking fake. If you think that Fox is true and CNN lies, they all fucking lie. They all have the same fucking agenda. That's all. What you have to do is find out something that happened, and then you read 20 fucking stories, and out of those 20 stories, you go, this is what I really believed happened because this is the common thread between all of them. The rest of that shit, I don't know whether it's true or not. And then you start looking. What I start to do is I start to go and look at actual sources from where they said they got their information from, and then I read it. Not Snopes, which is people go to Snopes and I just go, dude, do people realize like Snopes is like two people? Like there's no way they can research all that shit with two people. It's like
another crazy thing is like, man, look how many. And I was just thinking about this random thought today. Look how many like people from Hollywood and the music biz have died during all this. And it's it's always something crazy like so and so died today, more to follow. And then you never get the follow-up story. It's like, oh, okay, did they have the Rona? Did they get in a car accident?
Well,
did they have bad health?
Well, let's be real.
The guy from Mythbusters died. And I'm like, what? He was like, what, 49? And it just said
47 or something like that. Yeah.
Unexpected death. Okay. Well, what happened?
He had a brain aneurysm. Yeah.
Oh, did they finally release it? Because I've been following that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, they had a brain aneurysm.
It's just so crazy, man. It took Charlie Daniels. I mean, come on now.
Charlie Daniels. But I don't know. Did they say that it was Rona? I didn't see that it was.
No, I think it was.
He's just an old fuck.
Whoa, with the F-bombs and the mother lovers. Look, we're gonna have to filter your language, sir.
We don't have to filter shit. This is freedom of speech.
Craziness. Just absolute craziness.
And then the third person from Glee has died now.
That's really, really strange. Like,
it's not strange, man. Hollywood is a fucking cesspool of just.
There you go again with the
shit.
F-bomb. That's it. That's it. Man. You know what? I'm gonna start censoring. It's gonna be a bunch of beep beep beep. Is that what we're gonna
do? Hey, listen, there's gonna be a lot of editing for this.
Yeah, look, you better get your editing shoes on, pal. Okay.
Listen, man. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but I'm just going to tell you right now.
Look, I don't need you to turn into what's his face?
Alex Jones?
No, Lethal Weapon. What's his name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Mel Gibson. I don't need you to turn into a drunk Mel Gibson right now, okay?
I deserve to be boned before I get in the jacuzzi. Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. It's
Hollywood. Listen, man, Hollywood is it's just a cesspool of evil, powerful people, man. I mean, look, Harvey Weinstein, right?
No.
And here's the thing: you start looking at all the people that hang around each other, right? No. All the pedophilia that's based in Hollywood, and Kevin Spacey, Jeffrey Epstein, James Gunn.
Samuel Jackson? What? What is your sister talking about?
Samuel Jackson, yeah, Samuel Jackson. All of these fucking people, man, hang around each other, and you just go, listen, man, there's some weird shit going on with these people, and the common link is you like to fuck kids or you like to touch kids, man. Like, it's just a weird thing. So then when you start to see like these young fucking actors and actresses that are
editing again.
It's just
time out on the plate. Time out on the plate. Do I need to get a Bible up here? Do I need to get a Bible up here?
I don't care.
You seem very angry today, sir. Do we need to? Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine.
You sound angry.
I just think that I just think that there's a ton of evidence to show that Hollywood is a dark and evil place, and people keep turning a blind eye to it.
Nice. There we go. I couldn't understand what you were saying. There were so many F-bombs in there. I was like, huh?
I don't give a fuck about F-bombs, man.
There he goes again. Dropping them left and right.
That's how I do. Listen, when I cuss, I'm passionate about it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
She just flicked you off. Do you see that?
Yeah, she did. No, it was a bird. She said,
"It was a bird."
You.
It was a bird. She said, "F you and your podcast."
Jackson. Hey, listen, sis. Samuel Jackson was not in Lethal Weapon. That was Danny Glover.
Wow. All right,
they don't all look alike.
I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger.
Shit.
Wow. I can tell she hasn't been to the movie.
That reminds me of that time that Samuel Jackson, L. Jackson was on the news show, and the guy was like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey."
She said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. He said, "Hey, what about that Super Bowl commercial?" And Samuel Jackson goes, "What Super Bowl commercial?" And the guy on the news goes, "Oh, you know what one?" He goes, "I wasn't in no Super Bowl commercial. You talking about the Kia commercial with Lawrence Fishburne?" Oh. Yeah, it was hilarious, and that guy was so embarrassed. He's talking about watching people die inside. That guy was, and then he pointed to another commercial. Goes, "There's another commercial."
Here's how you know it was Danny Glover and not Samuel L. Jackson, because I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Glover's had like a stroke or something, but he talks with his teeth really heavy now, and his S's when he says anything with the snakes. Over there, the snakes in the grass. That's how you know. Samuel L. Jackson's gonna get in the room and start dropping
Danny Glover, Danny Glover never said the word fuck in any movie. I don't think.
I don't think he drops them.
I think the only movie that Samuel L. Jackson hadn't said fuck in is Star Wars.
Possibly, yeah. I think you're right. Look, I'm gonna just for that. I need you to go watch Lethal Weapon, all the lethal Weapons again.
Oh,
Ready?
Lethal Weapon 3 is a piece of shit.
Three sucked. The first two are the best ones.
It's just like The Godfather. Godfather 3 was a piece of shit. I don't care what anybody says. Godfather 3 is a piece of shit. There's no reason in the world to watch Godfather 3.
I hate when they take a movie and just run it out, and then they're like, this new one's going to be great, and it's just absolutely garbage, and it makes you want to throw away the whole script.
But then you have series like The Matrix, right? The first one was fucking great. The second one was horrible. And then the third one was pretty good.
I need it to be consistent. A to Z.
I knew that I had a moment Lethal Weapon used to be my favorite. Yeah, I could see that. You just like Mel Gibson.
Look, when your boy, what's his name, Gary Busey, that's before he went crazy.
That's before when he was crazy in that movie when they put the fucking flame over his eye. But every time I see Samuel Jackson, all I think about is Chappelle Show with Samuel L. Jackson, the beer. It'll get you drunk.
Something's wrong with y'all. Something's wrong with y'all.
I'll have a Samuel L. Jackson too.
I still like the first one, man, because Mel Gibson's just off his rocker crazy. He's sitting in his camper, got the pistol underneath his head. He's ready to paint some walls, baby. And you know what that turns into?
Baby.
Yep. He's just ready to get it going.
Just ready to get it going. Yep.
He is ready to get it going. And he does.
It's because he's a pussy. That's why he didn't pull the trigger.
Hey, you leave him alone. You leave Riggs. What was his name? Martin Riggs. You leave Martin Riggs alone. You leave Riggs alone. He had a mullet. He had cowboy boots. His Levi's on.
Yeah.
Look, he was pulling all the laces.
He was on the shitter, and there was a bomb.
He was sweating. Danny was sweating.
That's
probably what caused the stroke. Because I'm pretty sure he had a stroke.
Here's a question somebody asked me the other day. What do you consider the perfect movie? 10 out of 10.
I mean, what are we talking? Are we talking like
any movie?
Okay, give me a director then. Just give me one director. Are we talking?
I gotta give you a director? I'm saying movie. Period. It could be any. It could be a fucking
hard,
Disney
man.
movie.
That is hard.
There's a ton of movies out there that are 10 out of 10. I'm saying for you, what movie do you consider a 10 out of 10 absolutely perfect?
I don't.
For me, it's going to be older movies. Look, I can tell you, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, for me, is a 10 out of 10. I think the music is great. The acting's great. 12 Angry Men, another one that I think is a well done movie. 10 out of 10. I could watch it every time it's on. But I like older movies. You're not into that kind of. I mean, you like some older movies.
I like some older movies. I mean, I'm a huge Scorsese fan. I don't. The Irishman is a good. It's a good. Like, I wouldn't say it's a good script. It's a good story. It's not a true story because that guy didn't fucking pop off Jimmy Hoffa. I can tell you that right now. It's been proven. But
Die Hard. Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Die Hard. I don't know, man. I like Pulp Fiction. I think Pulp Fiction is a hell of a movie.
I mean, I like Tarantino movies.
I like Tarantino just because you have to watch the whole movie. You cannot walk away or you will miss the, it starts from the back side of the story.
Yeah. But here's the thing that I'll say that's really interesting about Tarantino films is that I sort of feel like they're all in the same universe, right? So like you start to kind of see what ties them together and I think you can go online, you can read all these people's theories, and I don't know how true they are. And I don't think Tarantino would ever admit whether they are or not. But because people say the same thing about all the Pixar movies, that they're all in the same universe. But that's kind of the way I watch Tarantino movies. Where I go, leave Bruce Willis out of this. Look, I love Bruce Willis, man.
Look, I like Bruce Willis, but some of his movies just absolutely suck. I think Die Hard after Die Hard,
Red was a good movie where he's a CIA agent. That's a good movie.
Red
with John
was
Malkovich.
okay. Red was okay.
Red was okay. I didn't like the one he did with Kevin Smith, Cop Out. It was all right, but it wasn't near as funny.
Well, Cop Out had Tracy, what's his face in it too? Dude, have you seen his show? Like,
you stole my credit card.
Dude, his show that he has, I forget the name of it right off the top. Where he gets out of prison. Where he gets out of prison and he comes home and finds out his wife's done moved on with life. That's just so damn funny.
That shit is funny. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. 10 out of 10. I mean, if we're talking, okay, our top gangster movies. Go.
Well, I mean, The Godfather's number one. I mean,
Godfather. Okay, we'll do top five.
Godfather Part 2. Godfather Part 2. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the original Godfather. But for me, Godfather Part 2 trumps Godfather Part 1. People will argue with me. You can at me all day long. Godfather Part 2, for me, is much better than Godfather Part 1.
The storyline's better, I think,
the storyline. The storyline is better. But I don't think that you can watch 2 without watching 1. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like 1, because for me, 1 and 2 sort of kind of go hand in hand, but I just think that 2 is a better film than 1. So I would say Godfather 2, Godfather 1, and then probably Goodfellas. I mean, Goodfellas,
you have to throw Casino in there. Casino is another great.
Yeah, Casino just wasn't that. I mean, Casino just wasn't. I don't know. For me, it's not even on the same level as those 3 movies. I like it, but I don't think it's up there, because then you can start throwing in shows. Because for me, Sopranos was much better than Casino would ever think to be.
Well, I mean, then you could think also A Bronx Tale. A lot of people don't know about that one.
Yeah, Bronx Tale is a good one too. It's a hell of a good movie. Yeah.
But yeah, Soprano. I don't think there's another like
series that's like that. No, Boardwalk Empire was kind of close.
I never watched Boardwalk. I heard about it, but I've never watched it.
I mean, it was way in a different time period.
And dude, I'm just gonna throw this out there. This is in the gangster realm, but set way back before.
Here, Richard Die Trying?
No, I love the damn the Peaky Blinders, man. I love that show.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched any of that.
Dude, you haven't watched any of the Peaky Blinders? You would like that. You would like it just because of where it's like based. But it's.
Well, let me tell you what we've been watching. The Last Kingdom. I think when I talk about. I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast or not. And it's really
that's
cool.
The one, the Viking one.
Yes and no. So it sort of tells the story of how England came about. It's not super, I mean, it's sort of kind of historical accurate in the sense of these people really existed, but the stories that are told about them aren't necessarily the way that happened. So it kind of focuses on this character, Uhtred, Uhtred of Bebbanburg, which absolutely was a real person. But the storylines of the show isn't really how it came about. But it's based in for real history. Like all of these people really existed, and the way that they sort of brought all these different sections and lands together to form the original England, right? Yeah. Is really true. And it's just a really interesting, and I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. And I had read that some people liked it even better than Game of Thrones. And I would say that, I mean, if you liked Game of Thrones, this show is what Game of Thrones probably could have been. It's a very, very good show. And I think they're up to 4 seasons now. They just signed on to do the 5th season. And it's really good. It's nonstop and but it's really cool to sort of see that history, because not many people know the story of how all of those lands come together. Northumbria, the Brigade, because it talks about King Alfred the Great is kind of how it all starts within the time period it starts in is King Alfred the Great, and how England come about. It's really interesting. It's really interesting.
Get this guy a bumper sticker. He's a fan. He likes it.
I do like it.
He loves it. I don't know, man. There's not like a whole lot of, and maybe I just haven't been looking.
You said Disney Plus. Speaking of Disney Plus, have you watched Hamilton yet?
No. So I got Disney Plus for the kids, but I've yet to like watch Disney Plus. I know that makes me a horrible.
No, it doesn't.
person, people. But
there's a lot of good shit on Disney Plus. I love Disney Plus. But we watched Hamilton over the weekend, and I mean I enjoyed it. I mean I get people's criticisms of it, but I enjoyed it. It's interesting. I mean it's not really historically accurate, but
hell, nothing is nowadays.
No, and I mean it's if you're going to a Broadway play that's rapping about the life of Alexander Hamilton, and your complaint is it's not a true story about Alexander Hamilton. I mean, I'm wrong. It's not all faults, but they leave a lot of shit out. They paint a different picture than but it's still really entertaining. And let me tell you, man, those people to remember some of those lines and raps and backs and forth, because here's my thing. I'm saying, dude, it's hard enough to remember a monologue play on stage in your words.
Yeah.
To have to remember a rap song for every fucking scene that you're in with a ton of fucking lyrics. I don't know how they did it, man. Like all that shit would run together to me. It was good. It's good. I would say watch it and give it a chance, at least to the intermission, and see how you like it. Because I really didn't think that I was going to, because I'm not a big musical guy anyway. And I would say that it's a musical, but it's not a musical in the sense of most musicals. I mean, we went to see Wicked, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but I really ended up really, really liking it. So I kind of sat down with the same sort of thing like this, like, but I ended up liking it pretty good. It was fun. It's a fun thing.
You got to check out the Peaky Blinders. Yeah,
I think it's on our list. I'll be honest with you, man, I don't watch a lot of TV. So it has to be a show that really grabs me before I sit down and devote time to it. And there's been a bunch of times me and Phaedra started watching a series and she'll finish it and I'll give up on it. Because I just go, I can't watch this shit anymore. I mean, it's fucking stupid, or it gets super predictable where I start predicting what's going to happen, and I just go, I'm not watching anymore. It's not fun anymore.
I think that's what I like about the Peaky Blinders is just when you think you know, because what they are, they're.
And maybe Phaedra's watched it and I haven't. I don't know, but I know
essentially what it is it's based back in hell, I don't even know, the 1920s, I think, and maybe a little bit before then. So it's got Winston Churchill references and all this crazy stuff. But this guy's just an old French war hero, right? Fought in the French War, him and his brothers, and it's him and his two brothers, and they start the street gang, and he runs.
French War, man. There's no French that fought. You never heard that? I got a French rifle for sale. Never fired, been dropped twice.
Look, man. Anyways, so they run the local racetrack, and most of their city, they just run the city. Mm-hmm. And of course, they're old school and they got the derby hats on and everything, but they're known as a old school razor gang. So in the brims of their hat, they keep a razor blade.
I'm already uninterested.
You would like it though. I think you would like it.
I'll check it out next time I'm on Netflix and nobody's around. I'll watch it. But like I said, I know it's on our list because I've seen it. So either Phaedra's watched it or she planned to watch it. And that's how I start most things. Is Phaedra goes, "Hey, I heard this show is really good." Last Kingdom was one that I suggested that we started watching. What did she say? Primal Fear. I'd have to say. Listen, I'm seeing a pattern here because that's Mark Wahlberg. I'm seeing a pattern here of you throwing out movies with leading gentlemen.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, we'll stand around like one big funky bunch. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm so there's a lot of movies that I like, but movies that are 10 out of 10, there's just not. And it's even movies that I'll rewatch. Like I'll watch Christmas Vacation 1,000 times, but I wouldn't say that it's a 10 out of 10 in any shape or form.
The comedy is what makes that movie.
Yeah. There's so many things, and I say this too, so many things stand the test of time, and that's one of those movies that even though you know the jokes and you've seen it 1,000 times, it's still funny.
Yeah. Still funny every time
And that's the thing I say about same thing I say about The Office, man. I've seen all of those episodes 1,000 times, and I still laugh when I watch it.
If I can get my wife to stop watching The Office, it'll be a cold day in hell. She watches it all the time.
Do you guys watch Everybody Loves Raymond too?
No, I haven't seen that in freaking forever. I wasn't really big into that show. Like I don't know. I never got into it.
I didn't watch it a lot. I didn't watch a lot growing, like when it was on, because it wasn't my thing. But being married now with kids, you can relate to some of that stuff. I watch it. I watch it now, and it's fucking hilarious, man. Ray's a stupid son of a bitch, though. I mean, like he gets in some trouble. I just go, dude, if you would really do that in your marriage, you'd have to be so
retarded.
Yeah, you can't say that, man. You getting on me to say fucking, and you drop the R.
I'll tell you what, you stop dropping F-bombs, and I won't use the word retarded.
Well, I think we're both gonna be in trouble then.
Okay, that's just what happens.
I mean, listen, if the Black Eyed Peas can make a song saying "Let's get retarded in here," I think it's okay that if you say the word retarded.
Look, if Little John can make a song about not giving a fuck,
right,
you can drop as many as you want. If
you can say ski.
If you want to be the king of crunk of this podcast, you by all means you go ahead and do that. I think I had a watch party, and I think you scared them all away with the F-bombs, Nick. They were like, oh, God.
I don't think it was the F-bombs. I think it was you saying the word retarded is what. Look, why do we have to keep saying it?
Nah. You said it that time, not me. That's on you, buddy.
But they're just words, man. They're just fucking words.
It is what it is. Brandy, I'm going to need you to watch some better movies. Did you do that for me?
I mean, Primal Fear, and then isn't that the one where he's fingering her on the fucking roller coaster? That's Reese Witherspoon, right? He's getting all in her Reese's Pieces.
Okay, now I know what movie we're talking about. Yeah, come on. There's so much better. No, why?
Is that the one where he's standing at the door and he's like, "Why don't you love me? Do you love me? No. Why not?"
Crazy. You know why he's crazy? You ever seen the Day in the Life of Mark Wahlberg? This guy's crazy. All he does is work out, eat weird meals, and his whole schedule is just fucking weird.
I thought his whole diet was Wahlburgers.
No, it is most absolutely not.
He
wakes up at like 3
in the
morning. No, he wakes up at 3 in the morning.
That Mark Wahlberg don't live.
He's not eating burgers, Nick.
God, dude,
he's not eating burgers.
Have you ever eaten at Wahlburgers?
I have not. I don't even know where Wahlburgers is up here. I'm sure there's one probably in DC if I had to guess. Is it good?
Idea.
Is it good?
I had one time. There's one. I think there's one at SunTrust Park or around SunTrust Park. I can't remember. Somewhere around there. I had one. I mean, it's a fucking burger, man. I mean, listen, to me, Shake Shack, In-N-Out, they're all just burgers, man. They all have that stupid ass special sauce. Listen, man, it's like 2 steps away from Big Mac sauce. Don't try to fucking drum it up. It's the same shit. It's fucking Thousand Island dressing. It's fucking mayonnaise and ketchup, or maybe some sriracha and hot sauce if you want a little spicy kick to it. You're not fooling anybody with your goddamn special sauce.
Not the special sauce.
Dip your fries in our burger sauce. No, man.
Not doing it, man. Not gonna do it. Oh man. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be hell. I've got meetings all day.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
Wednesdays and Thursdays are pretty rough.
I'm off on Thursday because I got a ton of shit I got to get done.
Well, they
finally delivered our new fridge for the garage.
Woof woof.
I mean, they postponed that. We ordered that shit in March before Corona.
Should have got it for free. I need like 4 payments.
Let me just tell you, Nick's going to be making some phone calls and be like, somebody's going to issue me a little
credit.
Little credit.
little cashy cash.
And I don't want your fucking gift card. I want that check so I can get some dollar bills. I don't shop at Home Depot enough for you to issue me store credit, bitch.
That is what it is. Get it going.
Get it going.
Y'all see me picking my teeth, don't at me. I do what I want.
Are you saving that shit for later? What'd you have for dinner?
I haven't eaten dinner yet, so that's probably why we're going to cut this thing at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to get some grub because I'm hungry.
Motherfucker. You're
boy's hungry.
Listen, we take a week vacation. And
hash brown casserole, baby. Never had it. Don't even know what that is, but it sounds exciting. It sounds exciting, Nick. I'm excited.
Is that what your wife's making you? Hash brown casserole?
Hash brown casserole.
All right. We had Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Don't fucking at me. I'm sure people think Cracker Barrel is a racist name.
Well, my thing is, like, what are you going to change the name of that to? Because sooner or later, someone's going to say something, get their feelings all hurt. Is it just going to be the barrel? And if it's just going to be the barrel, what's inside the barrel?
Listen, I'm just going to tell you, man. Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima just. Here's the thing: if you guys want to, if they want to change the name, they change the name. Fine. I'm perfectly okay with that, right? But here's my thing. If it's racist now, it's fucking racist 20 goddamn years ago when you started, right? Why are you changing it now, right? Because for me now, I feel like you go, yeah, we know it's racist. We don't give a fuck.
Can we please just go back to the 90s?
Right.
I just feel like we just need to go back to the 90s.
And my thing is, and listen, people can at me all you want. I don't give a fuck. If you're offended by a lady on a fucking pancake box or a fucking box of rice, I don't know what to do for you, man. This world is going to chew you up and spit you the fuck out. I just don't know, man.
I just want to go back to the 90s with the pump up sneakers and the starter jackets. You know, man. Can I go back there? Can I do that?
Where people are trying to wear the clothes backwards like fucking crisscross, being fucking stupid. I don't know, man. And I see this shit every day with everybody being divided and shit. And I just go, man, if you just would realize we are so much more powerful as a people together.
Yep.
There's 300 million of us, man. We're not going to agree on everything. And white people are going to say stupid shit and black people are going to say stupid shit. I'm not out to get anybody. The white man's not out to get you. Can we just hug it out, man? Can we just hug it out?
Maybe.
And then I see shit like the NBA player, because all the NBA players are in Disney now. They're in that fucking Disney bubble, right? And this NBA player tweets one of the nicest fucking hotels on Disney property, like, oh, it's like the Motel 6. Motherfucker, do you know how many people you just offended? There are people who would kill to stay in the room that you're in. And you're going to tell people it's like the fucking Motel 6? I'm sorry, it's not the Waldorf Astoria with 6 goddamn rooms and an upstairs and downstairs penthouse like you're used to, right? Well, the disconnect from reality that you just showed people you have is so fucking great, right? And then you're going to turn around and talk about your plight that the white man's holding you down, right? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
The only thing the white man's holding you back from is a fresh pair of Nike Air Monarchs. Right. That's it. That is it. If you can't find any in the store, Bob down the street's got about 4 pair in the closet. He's got a pair for mowing grass. He's got a pair for grilling out. He's got a pair for hitting the town with the ladies.
Are those old school fucking Reebok classics?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. Fucking K-Swiss, baby.
K-Swiss.
Yeah.
Hey, now, I like some K-Swiss. Don't be knocking K-Swiss.
Hey, I'm telling you, Gary Vee has his own K-Swiss line.
Hey, I'm still rocking New Balance, baby.
New Balance is my shoe of choice.
I'm
telling you right now, I got shit. I got 2 pair in boxes I hadn't even wore yet.
Check out these joints right here. You're gonna be jealous of these bad boys. Check that out. Bam!
I almost bought those. I'm not an old school cat like that, man. I like the running style ones.
Look, the 574s is not a fresher pair of New Balance. It's just not.
I don't know that. Now you're getting fucking crazy. Now you're throwing out shit. Listen, now We're going to have to cut this motherfucker short.
574s are fresh to death, baby.
Shit.
Pulling
it's all about
all
those fresh foams, baby. Those fresh foams are where it's at. It's like walking.
What the
it's like
hell is a fresh foam?
Fresh foams. Fresh foam. It's like walking on a fucking cloud.
Quit being a puss and put you some insoles in there, some Dr. Scholl's, and keep it moving, Nick. We ain't got time for your fresh foams. 574s, baby, all day.
Listen,
all day.
574s to me are 2 steps up from Bobos. They're like some shit you find in Piggly Wiggly in the fucking frozen food section. The only thing missing from the top of them are goddamn Velcro straps.
That's fine because I'm pulling all the ladies in the meat section, Nick. All of them. The whole aisle.
Who wants a woman in the meat section from a Piggly Wiggly?
She cooked you over there to get me some dinner.
Yeah, who you pulling? Mama fucking June?
And Honey Boo Boo.
Fucking
all of them.
Oh, watch out. Watch out. Now you can be like those fucking Hollywood people. Honey Boo Boo, I don't think she's old enough to be pulling yet. The only thing she's pulling the numbers on the fucking scale.
Wait a minute. I heard she dropped some weight. Are we going backwards?
Mama June fucking cracked out, buddy. She went to fucking.
She smoked some rocks. Hey, yeah, everybody's got their own exercise routine, Nick. Not everybody's going to hop on a treadmill. Sometimes you got to hit the pipe.
She's on that fucking Jenny Crack plan.
Sometimes you got to hit the pipe and get right.
Well, she ain't right. Listen, she ain't right by no means.
Look.
Her and her man Gino apparently were smoking.
Sugar Bear couldn't stand around no more. He was like, look, she's smoking Pop Rocks, and I can't join in on that workout plan.
Sugar Bear had Mama June, which, listen, ain't no prize whatsoever. But she was getting all this work done, and Sugar Bear left her when she was getting all this work done and was turned into something that you could at least admire. I mean, I don't want to be part of it. Look at, right? For this other woman that looked like death gnawed on a biscuit. And his fucking snaggletooth ass was all over that shit. And I just go, dude, you got an issue, man. You don't, like, I don't know. Maybe you just got a thing for big, flabby women. I don't understand. But
hey, look. I think it's just a Hollywood thing, man. I mean, look at your boy, Dog Bounty Hunter. His wife.
I get Beth Chapman. I get Beth Chapman, man. Listen, I wouldn't hit Beth Chapman, but I get it. I get Beth Chapman. She's a badass, right? She got more. She swore they were real. I don't know whether they were real or not, but she got fucking 2 Cadillacs in a bra, fucking Suburbans. Fucking Suburbans in a bra.
Here's my thing. Like, your wife ain't even been gone 2 months.
Oh, he already, yeah.
He had ladies. Oh, it's just my friend. She's helping me grieve.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Y'all rolling around in the bed, spraying each other with pepper spray. I know what's going on, dog. You ain't got to lie to me.
I know.
Got the handcuffs and the pepper spray, baby.
She violated your bond, motherfucker. That's what
I'm gonna tase you, girl. I'm gonna tase you. You ain't never getting out. Yeah, sick the dog on you.
Revoke that motherfucking bond.
Then when I wake up, you're gonna comb my mullet. Right.
Oh, fuck.
You'll sell my cowboy boots. That's right.
I'm gonna have Leland hold the door. While I put this Cherokee fucking.
Hey, Leland, watch the door. I'm about to go bust this bond.
I'm putting this fucking tomahawk chop on your fucking ass.
You know I'm Native American. Don't you step on my reservation with that nonsense.
You see this fucking turquoise, bitch.
You see this badge I got? I'm handling the business.
Dude, this motherfucker, it was so into Native American shit. I swear to God, I thought I was going to have a turquoise badge at some point. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I thought he was going to bedazzle it there for a little bit. I had his little fanny pack, and I was like,
fucking cigarettes. Like, dude, you're a fucking walking goddamn black lung. What the fuck is going on?
And then, like, I think not too long ago, Dr. Oz or one of the damn, Hollywood doctors was like, look, man, if you don't change some stuff, you're going to be dead soon, too. And he was like, I don't want to die. This whole time, he's like, I just want to go be with Beth. You can take me tomorrow. Then the doctor tells him, hey, man, you got to die.
Listen, I'm talking shit about old mullet head, but listen, I did feel sorry for him when Beth died. I mean, nobody wants to go through it. But listen, dude, this motherfucker is he's just a weird dude, man. He's just a weird dude. And didn't fucking one of his who was the guy that used to be with him who's not on the show anymore? And I think he got caught like trying to fuck some underage girl. I can't remember who it was.
Was it Tim? The little skinny dude with the
little skinny dude.
ponytail?
Yeah, with the ponytail. Yeah.
Come on now. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he looked weird anyway. He looked like a little mousy.
Here's my thing. Like he tried to portray he was a badass, but every time there was a hunt, he was just standing over to the side, yelling at him. Oh yeah, you're on the ground. Dog and Leland's in there.
Get him, Leland.
Dog and Leland's over there just beating the guy down. And he's standing over. Oh, that's right. The dog got you. You thought you were gonna run, you little punk. Meanwhile,
he had his own bail bond place, and I think that Dog and Leland spent more time getting his fucking bail skips than he did.
That's what happened.
The guy in Colorado, they actually moved all the way out to Colorado to help this guy.
How you gonna bless criminals when you're hanging out at the local high school? I mean,
that's true.
How you gonna run your bonds?
That's true.
How you gonna run them?
Trying to pick up, trying to get them.
Little ladies after gym class. Get the hell out of here, Tim. You just get the hell out of here, Tim. You just go away.
Ooh. Hey, you graduating early? You only got 2 periods? Shit, yeah, I'll be here and take you to McDonald's.
Hey, what time's your lunch?
What time's your lunch? I'll bring you Chick-fil-A, bitch.
Yeah, you want to come on a bounty with me, little girl?
You ever been on a ride-along? I mean, a ride-a-dong?
Whoa.
We're gonna cut it at that before we start saying shit.
Yeah, we've already gone there. We've already passed that point.
What else is new?
So, Brandy, we're going to end on this. Brandy, watch some better movies. Kids,
stay in school.
Stay in school.
Listen, I'm just going to throw this out here, right? 3 things you need to do to make sure you don't end up poor or in jail. It's really simple.
Or on crack.
Graduate school, right? This backwards shit fucking me up. Graduate school. Get a job, and don't have kids before you're married. It's not hard, and you're almost 90% guaranteed.
You're yelling really loud. You're scaring.
Sorry,
the audio listeners.
It's very simple, and it's almost.
There's 3 steps.
This is ASMR. Almost 90% guaranteed to make sure you don't fuck your life up.
Stay off the crack rock.
Don't suck dick for coke.
Don't have a bleached mullet with cowboy boots trying to hunt down criminals. Just go be a cop. A regular cop.
Don't let some guy touch your asshole for cash. If you think an audition is too good to be true, it is some guy trying to fuck you.
If they walk you into a dimly lit room and there's a couch and a cameraman, run.
He's got the part. He knows you want a part in his movie, and he's got just the part for you.
The leading role. You gotta be a star.
The leading role is your booty hole.
Your face. It's gonna be all over every DVD case at the local flea market. And with that, guys,
we're out.
We're out.
We love
have
y'all.
A good night.
We'll see you next week. Monday, Tuesday, someday. I don't know. We're so scattered now.
We don't know.
Whenever
we do it.
We'll let you know.
It's Russian roulette.
Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.